Hey up, Babby. My name's Ontorius, and this is another Escape from Tarkov video guide. In today's guide, we're back on the map Interchange, and we're going to be going through the locations of all the toolboxes. Toolboxes are a fantastic thing to add to any loot run. You can find all sorts of great items that are not only going to sell to traders, but they're also going to be highly sought after on the flea market. People want them for hideout upgrades, hideout crafts, barters like sick cases, so a lot of nails, duct tape, insulating tape, etc. These toolboxes are definitely part of my main looting run. The bulk of my money comes from the map Interchange, looting things like toolboxes, duffel bags, and PCs. You can make a lot of money. People think that Interchange is just you rush into mid, you go into the tech shops, and that's how you make the money. But honestly, toolboxes are so underrated. So in this guide, we're going to be going through the location of each and every one. When you're hunting for these toolboxes, it's always worth fetching a flashlight because some of them are tucked away in some really dark corners and they're kind of hard to spot. So make sure you fetch one of those along with you. So I'll be splitting the guide into different sections, starting on the outside of the map, and then we'll be progressing through the back of Idea and exploring them all, ending up in Ollie, and then finally we're going to be going upstairs where there's an additional 2. All this is going to be time-stamped, so you can either hover over the time bar and skip to each section, or you can go in the description and then click through them from there. So whether you're new to the map or it's one of your most played, there's a chance that there's some on this guide that you're not going to know about. So if you do happen to find any new ones, let me know which ones you did find in the comments below. So just before we get into the guide, I want to say that I stream 5 days a week on Twitch over at twitch.tv/Ontorius. I'm going to leave a link for my channel in the description below. So I'd love it if you came over and dropped a follow, said hey and chat. And you can catch me there Tuesday till Saturday. Okay, so moving into the location of the toolboxes. We start on the outside of the map where the power station is, and we head inside where you're going to find your first 3. Number 1 right here, turning quickly around you'll find number 2. And then just on the left of that, you're going to find number 3 tucked behind that pipe. Heading outside, you want to follow this path around and quickly turn left, where you're going to find a couple of electrical sheds where you're next to. Here's your first one. And then in the shed next to that, that's number 2. So once we've done those 2, we want to head up this ramp, and this takes us into the back of Idea Warehouse, where you're going to find another 4. First one directly right on the bottom shelf here, and this is why it's worth keeping a flashlight on your gun, because some of these are hard to spot because it is generally quite dark inside of Interchange. That being said, go through that double door, follow this corridor down where you're going to find another one tucked on another bottom shelf. From here, make your way around the corner through this set of double doors, keeping your eye to the right, and you'll find another toolbox on top of a box there. Quick 180. And then head past this shelf onto the next shelf. And there's your last one for the back of Idea Warehouse. So from here, we want to backtrack a little bit and go back through this set of double doors, following this corridor down, and we'll find the one toolbox that is in Idea Store even itself. Once you've located that one, quickly turn 180, and then we're going to head into the next section, which is the middle of the mall. Keeping an eye out for the trend to get your bearings, follow this corridor down, and the next one is in the shop on your left here, which is called TTS. You can jump through that a little bit, but it can be quite tricky. You will get caught on the railings sometimes, so I like to come around here and you can jump straight through this clearing. A lot easier. Then straight inside, you're going to find your next toolbox. From here, we want to exit TTS, and then follow this path down into this shop that doesn't have a name. I just call it the hardware shop. And on the right hand side in the corner, you're going to find your next toolbox. So once we've done with that, we want to come down this corridor again past TTS and turn right past Mantis, heading into the shop that's called Brutal. And then right on the back wall, that's where you're going to find your next toolbox. So that'll do it for the middle of the mall. From now, we want to head into Goshan. Making your way through this tent here. Through that opening, and then you want to keep your eye out for this fallen shelf next to a forklift. Once you've located that, on the left here, you're going to find another toolbox on the bottom shelf. From there, make your way into this section with all the metal containers. And then this is one that's tucked away that not that many people know about, so it's generally unlooted. At the bottom of this red container, that's your next toolbox. So from here, we turn it back round, past the fallen shelf again, and down this corridor where you're going to find another 3 that are pretty close together. Here's number 1 on top of a stack of cement. Then progressing down the corridor on top of a pile of bricks, you're going to find number 2. Then just a little bit further down, tucked again on the bottom shelf, you'll find number 3. And then that'll do it for Goshan. Now, we're going to head into another one that not a lot of people know. Just outside of Ollie, between these 2 red forklifts. Once you're done with that one, you want to head down into the back of Ollie. And then on the back wall, that's where your next one is. Once you've found that, you want to move into Ollie. Then keep your eye on this side of the trolley for reference between these double doors. And on the bottom shelf is your next toolbox. From here, we're going to head further into Ollie. Stick into the back wall. Coming around this corner, you're going to find a lamp display. And amongst that is your next toolbox. And then that's the last one that is downstairs. So from here, you want to head upstairs. This time, we're going to go past Texo up the escalator and follow the corridor down. All the way past the bay window. And you're going to find this one in a abandoned construction area. For a bit of reference, you want to look to the right hand side. You're going to find FCK and McDaniels. Then we step inside this unit and you're going to find 1 toolbox in here. So once you've done that, step outside and follow the path past Ontorius. Making your way around to the right, heading past Burger Shot and Jacob, and you'll find the final toolbox, which marks number 24 in this abandoned constructed area. There it is on the box there. So, that's the guide to all 24 toolboxes on Interchange. Hope you find it informative. Again, I just want to mention that I stream 5 days a week on twitch.tv/Ontorius. Link is in the description of the video. Love to see some new faces in there. Make sure you like and subscribe for more guides. The next one I'm going to be doing again is on Interchange, and we're going to be focusing on codes. So, until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!